A priest starts tapping the microphone and is saying, "Is this thing on?" He makes a lot of noise and finally says, "Something is wrong with this mic." The congregation replies, "And also with you." Stirring the coffee with the K-Bar tactical chopsticks using the Vortex method, the only true way to optimize the taste of your coffee. At the molecular level. Good morning. Welcome to the Daybreak Show. We'll get started, but first, Trader Joe's dark roast in a insulated stainless steel coffee mug that Hoover sent me about 2 years ago. So, cheers. Nice. It's actually one of the only coffee mugs that keeps, like I made this coffee 2 hours ago and it's still piping hot. So it's one of the only mugs that keeps my coffee super hot. Oh, that is nice, especially if I have to go outside, do some work outside, or if I'm out in the shed or something like that. And it's freezing and I got to like put on the heater out there. And if I'm attending a Zoom meeting, this keeps the coffee hot. I'm going to find it on Amazon and put a link for it. It really is the best insulated mug I've ever had. It's good for home use, not for travel. I'll tell you why, because it doesn't fit into a, like the little hole in the truck, you know, where you put the travel mug, that kind of thing. So this is more for home use or being out in the garage or something like that. You're not going to balance it on the dashboard or on the seat. But as far as for what it's used for, it's the best I've ever had. Big shout out and thanks to Hoover for that. And shout out to all the bros and the few ladies that were with the live broadcast this morning at, what time was that? I got up at 3. Okay, yeah, I went live at 4. So press record here at 5. So welcome to the Daybreak Show. You know, I am kind of looking forward to being married again someday, having fun with my wife, enjoying romantic dinners, having a great love life, and then going back to my house down the street. That's pretty interesting because Deborah Washington, one of my followers on Twitter, says quite a few women, especially older women, remarrying later in life would buy into that lifestyle. She'll be happy to see you come and happy to see you go. I said true, and I'm not opposed to that either. Unveed.com on Twitter says, what happened to the Polish lady? My reply is, which one? On a first date, I will tell you, take her swimming. And if her face doesn't wash off, then plan a second date. You know, I thought about that when I saw this meme with Kristen Bale from American Psycho, where it says, this is funny, when she wipes the sweat off her forehead. Hold on. This is funny. When she wipes the sweat off her forehead and still has her eyebrows. Oh my God, that is hilarious. Isn't that true? Seriously, isn't that true? Happiness is a woman whose face doesn't wipe off when she wipes off the sweat, right? There are 2 stages in everyone's career. Number 1, when they started, and number 2, when they got serious. So where are you on that continuum? You've been in a certain career for a long time. When are you going to get serious? Like you're on cruise control. Isn't it time to maybe put the pedal to the metal in what you're doing? Think about that for a second. When are you going to accelerate? Or are you just kind of like cruising? Like, man, I got my government job, man. I'm all set. Yeah, really? I ain't as good as I once was. I got a few years on me now, but there was a time, back in my prime, when I could really lay it down. If you need some love tonight, then I might just have enough. I ain't as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. Toby Keith, 2005. Can't believe it's almost 20 years old. Love that song. I do like the older Toby Keith stuff. I stopped I stopped with the newer, well, for me, newer Toby Keith is like after 2005. Everything prior to that, going back into the 90s, was fantastic. I like his stuff. I like his patriotic stuff. But really, 2005 and going back, his music was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. If you meet a woman and she apologizes, admits she's wrong, and promises to change, dump her immediately because it might be a man. Women never do that. Man, this coffee is good.
My God, that is the best coffee I've ever tasted.
Just wondering if anyone ever asked Trump about chemtrails and fluoride. President of the people? I'm only asking that because yesterday it looked like tic-tac-toe up in the sky with the chemtrails in my area. Must be people aren't complying enough. Let's spray that magnesium and aluminum. Come on, let's get that compliance rate up. Jeff Younger posts a video that talks about if someone has to die in your family, in your marriage, who will it be? Who has to die first? If like one person has to die, should you die or should your lover die? Women across the board said husbands should die. Husbands should lay down their lives. That's what women said in this interview. When they interviewed men, men would say, take my life, take my life. I would lay my life down for my family. Your wife and your girlfriend would lay your life down too for them. How interesting. Can't make up shit like that. When you do like man on the street interviews, can't make that stuff up. All right, so I have a serious question here. Why vote? Seriously, why vote? Our representatives just sent $90 billion more to Europe. Doesn't anyone suspect anything? Seriously. We have homeless people on our streets. And I'm not going to speculate why they're homeless like some people do. But we have a lot of people suffering in the United States, but yet we are sending our money everywhere else. Why is that? Why is that? You know, you get used to it. You don't even see news anymore. All you see is false flags, psyops, and social reengineering. The news and television and the media and movies and the internet is not about informing you about anything anymore. It's about influencing you. It hasn't been about informing you for decades. Or may I possibly say, it's never been about informing you. For my guy friends, here's an interesting factoid. A female Lyft driver I know will tell you they would much rather have male customers. Right? Think about this, because Lyft just started this thing called Women Plus, where it's like for women Lyft drivers who only will take women from point A to point B. It's like women for women. Because some women don't feel safe, and then there's like the non-binary whatever women, you know, who want to get rides from women. The women Lyft drivers, guess what? They don't want anything to do with it. You know why? Because they say women customers are a pain in the ass. Men, you've been vindicated. Even women don't want to work with women. Here's more bullshit from the diversity gang. I like the fact that there's black barbershops and white barbershops. I'm not about segregation, but let's get real. Having been in a hair cutting family for my entire life, born and raised, and also having my hair cutting license in 2 states and doing this for a long time, I love the fact that there's white barbershops, black barbershops, Dominican shops, Asian shops. Think about it. We are not the same. And I'm a proud white guy. Not racist. Can't believe I have to fucking even say that. But I'm a proud white guy. But let's make it clear. The black barber shop, more power to you, my brother. is the last stronghold of free speech for men. And I don't want to see that compromised. Not all, but most white barbershops have completely cucked to feminism and societal decline. You go into a black barbershop and they're talking about shit that you can't talk about anywhere else. And they're not afraid to do it. And if you don't like it, get the fuck out. White barbershops? The problem with white barbershops is that there's not many men going into barbering anymore. So what do you have? You have cosmetologists, beauticians, who are getting hired by white barbershops because they got to put somebody behind the chair to cut hair. And then these women call themselves lady barbers. So now you have a bunch of tatted, pierced lady barbers, and the conversation changes. With divorce just blowing up, now you have single moms taking their boys to barbershops. You have 5 chairs lined up, 5 male barbers cutting 5 men's hair, and a woman comes in, a single mom brings her little boy in. The men are all talking shit, having fun, laughing, telling jokes. A woman walks in, and guess what happens? The conversation immediately changes. Immediately. That's a white barbershop. Black barbershops don't give a flying fork what people think. And I love that. That's why I say it's the last stronghold of free speech for men. Say what you want. And I said this in response to this totally cucked organization I think it's cucked, National Association of Barbers. And they put out a thing, why barbers should get certified in working with different types of hair. Stop it with that bullshit. Stop it. Then there's the people who say, well, hair is hair. No, it's not. No, it's fucking not. As a white guy walking into, look at the look of terror on a black barber's face if I walk into a black barber shop when he's got to use nothing but scissors on my hair. Okay? The look on a white barber's face when a black guy comes in, it's the same thing. There's nothing wrong with black guys cutting black guys' hair only. Or white guys cutting white guys' hair only. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing racist or weird about it. But now, more bullshit to divide, to separate, and to conquer the differences between us. All hail the black barbershop and what they do, and their lack of give a damn about what people think. I'm all for it. I know a lot of times when I do Table for One or I go to the movies in a certain town near me, there's a black barbershop and there's chairs outside the shop. And I walk by there. They know me from YouTube and, they instantly recognize me with the white beard. And it's just always handshakes and bro hugs, and they love what I do. And is there a lot of shit talking going on and real talk? Heck yes. Does it change when a woman is in there? Not at all. If you don't like it, you don't go there. I respect them. They respect me. I have referred many people to them. They have referred people to me. I hate this here. Rich in tradition and specialized in skill, barbering is a diverse and engaging industry. From the skill set and training it takes to perfect various techniques to the social hub function of the barbershop within a community, there's no shortage of rewarding challenges for a barber to tackle. Now here's where the bullshit starts. To build a truly inclusive and well-rounded barbering community, though, it is important for barbers to flex their creative, artistic, and technical abilities by getting hair certification for different textures and types of hair. Where's my boots, man? Because the bullshit is about knee deep right now. Not only does this ensure you are capable of producing stellar results for your local clientele, it also expands your barbering services to include anyone who visits your shop. Black guys do not come to me to get a haircut. I do not go to a black barber shop to get my hair cut. Not a lot of guys do. I mean, if you're like a white guy that gets fades and this kind of stuff, perfect. I know a lot of black barbers. I'm friends with many, and they do incredible work. Flawless fades. Absolutely flawless. And that's where you would go. But generally speaking, there's a reason why black barbershops exist. There's a reason why white barbershops exist. There's a reason why they are an institution all by themselves. Don't try to melt us all together. And I'm not talking about segregation, but it's okay that we're different. It's okay that we have differences. And I celebrate the differences, and so should you. Christianity traded in tradition for scholarship and now political correctness. Just a quick word that Christianity did not begin in 1517. Just a reminder. Even before the King James Bible, there were Christians. Imagine that. And what did they rely on? Tradition. Bro, brah, bruh. Here's one guy in my video says, my video called Stop Wasting Time on Women, which is really, the long title is Stop Wasting Time on Women Who Waste Your Time. He says, how is the gay lifestyle going for you so far? And my response is, if you've unplugged from the matrix and don't want to do marriage the way it's done today, people are going to call you an incel or call you gay. One or the other. But if you're a guy that kind of tapped out of the whole relationship thing and are tired of the bullshit, you don't want to be in the game anymore, you took the gloves off, you're not interested in that bullshit, then guess what? You're gay or you're an incel. Pretty funny, huh? Some men just have to learn the hard way, don't they? Here's a question for you. When it comes to business growth and increased revenue, what is working for you right now? What is the thing that is working so good for you right now regarding your business growth and your revenue? Put your answer down below. Just a quick reminder that I offer the largest discount on pheromone-infused products, the largest discount on the web. Wash with the soap. It's the only soap that I've used for 7 years now. Use the deodorant. It doesn't have any poison in it. Use the beard oil. I use that daily. The cologne booster, is meant to like put on, you put it on your inner arms, or you rub a little bit on your neck. Comes like in a little twist up stick kind of thing. It's made with like beeswax, like beard balm. So what do? I use it as beard balm. So can you imagine a pheromone infused beard balm? That's exactly what it is. You twist it up a little bit, scrape a little bit off, melt it in your hands, put it in your beard, and style your beard to perfection. And the cologne that I use, you guys know I'm not a cologne guy. Bullet number 1. Dude, this is the best cologne I have ever had. Believe me, as a former Don Juan who was a cologne freak, I mean, it was totally American Psycho level. Literally, I had a cabinet filled with colognes of everything. And I'm talking about some like really expensive stuff. This is the best cologne I've ever had in my life. What makes it a little bit better? It's pheromone infused. It's incredible. Use just a little bit of it. Just a little bit. It's beautiful. You will love it and you'll see results. It relies on the science of attraction. Now, if you go to my link down below and you use the promo code SULTAN20, you will get the best discount on these products. Nobody offers a discount like this. Nobody. The company, I know the owner of the company. I've been friends with him for 7 years now. And I worked out a deal where he offers my audience the biggest discount available. The products use the science of attraction to help you attract women. But I will tell you this, it's up to you to be able to keep them. But go to the link down below. You won't be disappointed. And when you put in the promo code SULTAN20, watch how much money just gets shaved right off of that total bill. Many years ago, I came to this conclusion. It's not hard, it's just new. Never confuse hard with new. A lot of times things seem hard when actually you're just not used to it yet. After a while, you can get used to almost anything. Now, getting your leg gnawed off by a shark, now that's hard. But never, ever confuse new with hard or hard with new. And with that, finish your coffee and I'll see you on the next Daybreak Show, your home of sanity. clarity, and a little bit of reason. No idealism.
Hi, my name is Erin. I use she, her pronouns, and I am this.
Perfect.
Great ass! The amazing George Bruno.
And I cruise down the street like a free rider. New shoes on my feet like a free rider. And I move to the beat like a free rider. And I scoot through the week like a free rider. And I scoot through the week like a free rider. Got my new shoes on my feet like a free rider. And I move to the beat like a free rider. Yeah, and I scoot through the week like a free rider. Like a free rider, like a free rider, like a free rider, like a free rider.